you uncover the dark history.
You're so cowardly and weak.
But when you choose, you can harm somebody.
Murder-suicide happened right here.
Come on up and give us a sign if you're so strong. Speak. Speak to us. Give us a growl.
This is the exciting part about being a paranormal investigator.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Something's right next to me. Hold on.
I saw a ball of light.
Who made this spike? Who made this happen? If you did it once, do it again for us. Make it jump up again right now. Alonzo Walling and Scott Jackson. I've always had success using that name. You guys got night vision. Why don't you zoom in on that needle? Can you make something move? Tap on something. You're weak. You're so flippin' weak.
Apparently, he was able to break out one day, and he waited for her on the top floor.
What are you here for? Where are you supposed to be? Why are you here terrorizing?
And he killed her with scissors.
You're not terrorizing anything. This is your time to stand up and show us how strong and how mighty you are. Come on, you can't be happy.
When someone is violently murdered, the environment is imprinted with a supercharged emotional shockwave. Once that needle hits the red zone, we believe this residual energy lingers as a haunting, and sometimes you hear, feel, and even see the replay of this horrific event long after it occurred.
Make this needle jump up. At least let us know you're here. Flip that needle up, I said.
Come on.
I saw it move. Come on.
Can you turn my flashlight off like you did last night? Can you knock it out of my hand? If you've got the power to attack people, how simple is it to knock something out of my hand?
Charlie, it's time for you to leave Carl alone.
I won't go.
It's time for every... I want to go! Yes, you are going. I leave it. If I leave, we all have to leave. Leaving. Leaving. Leaving.
Or make something move. You don't have the power to do that?
Good evening. Welcome to Bobby Mackens. Great to have you back.
Johanna and Pearl, if you're here, we mean in no disrespect to you.
Ooh,
What happened?
moved up. Big jump there.
Pearl or Johanna, are you here? Are you trying to tell us that you're here?
One of our most violent.
Stop! Stop running! We're not running from you! Did this! Come on, do it! Did someone just scratch me?
Reopened in 1978 as a down-home country music bar.
Are they keeping you trapped here? Are you around us? Any of us right now? Are you standing in the circle with us?
If there was ever a location where the Ghost Adventures crew would admit a tiny bit of fear upon returning, it would have to be Bobby Mackey's Music World in Wilder, Kentucky.
Whoa, did you see that? Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Put your camera away, please, for a second.
Oh.
Did you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, who was that? That thing just had two pretty big, crazy-looking spikes.
The building was originally a slaughterhouse, and later site to a gruesome satanic murder, a tragic suicide, and more recently, a shocking demonic possession.
I command every spirit to leave.
In 2009, we invited 100 Ghost Adventure fans to join us in a second investigation.
Who saw that? You guys?
Yeah, I saw.
Who's here with us? Who caused that to happen? I just said get the camera away just because there's batteries. But you did put it away and it didn't spike. You're fine. You're fine.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not your camera. It's not your camera. You're a ways away. Who made this spike? Who made this happen? If you did it once, do it again for us. Make it jump up again right now.
Oh, okay.
Make it jump up again right now. Who's here with us? Who's standing right here? If you don't like me, I'm offering you. You can slap me. Use my energy. I don't fear you. If you see something, hear something, feel something, I want you to speak up.
Little did we know our lives and the lives of our guests would forever be affected.
I think you're weak. Guys, see that?
Yeah.
You guys see that?
Mm-hmm. See it.
Spiked up to an 8. Thank you. Who is this? Who is here with us right now? There was no explanation for that. There's somebody here, and you're standing right in front of my face looking at me, aren't you? I need to know who you are. If you're Pearl or Johanna, sweeties, we don't mean any harm to you at all. We're just trying to find the cowards who are watching over you. The cowards who are evil and weak. They prey upon the weak.
We've been traveling around the world for years doing this. This is one of the only places where we had stuff follow us home. And that's where it gets personal.
I was actually woken up in the middle of the night and I heard pots and pans banging around in my kitchen.
This was right after our Mackey's investigation.
And then I hear the faucet being filled up. I seriously saw someone broke into my house and basically checked everywhere and there was nothing.
I am not weak, and nor are my friends.
2 weeks after I got home, I had a girl who I was dating at the time have a rosary get ripped off of her neck, taken about 50 yards down my hallway, placed in a guest bedroom with the door shut.
Another spike there. Are you making my hand numb? My hand's tingling. Pins and needles going in it right now.
Now I know you. You're one of my very good friends, and I'm going to ask you a question I already know the answer to, but I want them to know. Do you think that investigating Bobby Mackey's Music World was a factor in ruining your marriage?
I believe it's probably an 80% factor, yes. We had hauntings. Me and my ex-wife used to share the same dreams about Bob Mackey. Be at my window knocking because he couldn't get in. When I go on the road, it like torment her. So many nightmares, so many dreams, and you know, we're best friends, but we had to call it off because whatever haunts me, which is from Bob Mackey's, and I
had
know
an effect on her.
Had an effect on her.
Are you grabbing my hand? Who's touching me?
It's a man dressed in black,
It's Alonzo or Scott, isn't it?
and his eyes are black. It's hollow.
You probably keep thinking to yourself, I'm pretty crazy for keep coming down here, but you don't scare me. I will say thank you for making your presence known. Because you are standing in front of me. I know that. I'm offering. Use my energy. You can touch somebody here. Pull somebody's pant leg. Touch somebody on the back of their neck. You showed yourself twice. I want you to make this needle spike up one more time for me. I'll give you the credit of your presence.
If there was ever a physical doorway to hell, this is it. We're back. You happy to be back, Arron?
No. I really hate you guys for making me come back here. This is like, this place is no good, dude. I don't like this place. I hope we never come back there again.
In hopes that this would finally put a stop to the numerous violent attacks and possessions that we ourselves and others have experienced and suffered from over the years.
God!
Little did we know, but the demonic entities weren't going to go away without a fight.
This is the most activated. This is where I got my scar.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Unclean spirits, all satanic powers, all infernal invaders, may you be snatched away and driven from the church of God and from the souls made to the image and likeness of God, redeemed by the precious blood of the divine Lamb. Christ's words made flesh, he who commands you. He whom will save the race out of your envy.
Did you hear
humbled
that?
himself, even unto
There's
death.
a loud growl.
Christ's words made flesh, he who commands you. He whom will save the race. He whom will save the race out of your envy.
Did you hear
humbled
that?
himself.
Johanna, are you
It's pure evil.
I'm feeling weird, man.
and your lover returned after all these years?
I'm not okay.
My name is Zak Leads. I never believed in ghosts until I came face to face with one.
You wanted us. You got us.
So I set out on a quest to capture what I once saw onto video. With no big camera crews following us around, I am joined only by my fellow investigator Nick Groff and our equipment tech Arron Goodwin. The three of us will travel to some of the most highly active paranormal locations where we will spend an entire night being locked down from dusk until dawn.
You have reached your final destination. Hell.
Raw.
Stop!
Extreme.
Oh my God! Stop! Stop running!
These are our ghost adventures.
Charlie, it's time for you to leave Carl alone. It's time for every... I want to go! Yes, you are going. I'm not leaving! If I leave, we all have to leave! Leaving! Leaving! Leaving!
If there was ever a location where the Ghost Adventures crew would admit a tiny bit of fear upon returning, it would have to be Bobby Mackey's Music World in Wilder, Kentucky.
In 2008, we held one of our first lockdown investigations here. It was also one of our most violent.
Stop! Stop running! We're not running from you! Get this! Come on, do it! Did someone just scratch me?
The chaplain of the institution, Reverend Robert A. Quinn, had been holding religious services in the Sailor's Chapel and was on his return home when a sailor named Herman Ingalls confronted him, saying, "You'll expose me. I know you will, if you live." He immediately drew from his breast pocket a double-barreled pistol and fired at the Reverend. The ball entered his left breast, immediately into the heart, and after reeling for a few seconds, the Reverend dropped dead, exclaiming, "I'm shot. I'm shot." The sailor then turned round, placed the pistol close to the side of his own head,
He blew his whole lower jaw.
Whole lower jaw.
And he died from that.
And yeah. Herman Ingalls had some kind of issue with this reverend for some reason. Maybe he had a mental issue. We